I was thinking about the pen. If I'm an intelligence person and you had to sell me the pen, how would you go about that?
There's a lot of people in the world out there, and I think most people just do what other people do. I'm sure you would agree. There's so many idiots out there that just get with the basic thing. I'm going to do this basic thing, and they don't really go outside the box very often. Every once in a while, you meet somebody who knows higher quality things, and you meet somebody who is able to see things at a level different than other people. And I would talk about that intelligence while subconsciously I'm associating all of that with this. This is different. It's unique. It's a pencil, but it's not like other pencils. It's not the basic run-of-the-mill thing. I want to present that in a way, and I'm going to start with a negative comment. And this is one of the most effective persuasion strategies. I'm going to negatively associate something I don't want you to have. So let's say we're starting our podcast, and I'm afraid Steven's not going to connect with me. And I know that you're significance driven. As we started out, imagine if I said something at the very beginning of this podcast, and I said, Steven, thanks for having me, man. And there's so many people out there. And anytime I say something negative in a conversation, I never want to gesture in between you and me. I always want to gesture away. So we're talking about other people. There's so many people out there who just don't really give back to the world, and they don't really have an interest in helping other people. And it's like every time you meet one of those people, you sit down with them, it's like all of them have the same thing in common. They can't just stop and connect when they sit down with somebody. So I'm demonizing a trait using your needs that I don't want you to have, like the inability to connect.
And you're consciously pointing off to others.
Right, until I said the word connect. And then I gestured between you and me, back and forth between both of us. And that word stop is a very powerful word in the English language. So when I said, it's like all of them have the same quality to them. They can't just stop and fully connect with somebody else. That's a very subtle thing, but I've used your neurotransmitters, I've used your needs, and I've got you to agree. You nodded your head. Agree that those people don't really connect well with other people. So that's how powerful that stuff can be. And you can use the same thing in reverse. I could say a positive thing. And I could say, Steven, what's fascinating to me is I've gone around the world, I've met several entrepreneurs, I've met people who are on TV, and it's like you think that they are just dismissive offhand before you meet them. And it's incredible when you meet these people, it's like all of them have this ability to just tune everything out and just completely connect with somebody. And that would have the same effect.
And what's going on there? We want to be that person because it's positive. We want to live up to that expectation set.
Right. So what I've done is I've got you to say, as Chris Voss would put it, that's right. But I've got you to say that about who you are as a person. So now I'm not changing your ideas, I'm changing your identity.
Changing my identity?
Yeah, because you've made an agreement about who you are. You've nodded your head.
Okay.